All right, let's now get into Pop of the Morning, and we talked about it, we've teased it. Let's talk about last night, the Donda Listening Party at Soldier Field in Chicago. I know we were all three were up for it, whether you fell asleep, stayed awake for it, but this was so much to take in and to all the way process with Kanye. Let's just start by everyone getting their overall first reaction to everything that they did see. The biggest surprise. Everyone gave one big shocking piece of it all.
One shocking surprise.
Yes.
I got 1.5. First, number one, you cannot replace Jay-Z with DaBaby. First of all, that's
especially in this economy.
Strike number one, yeah. Especially in this,
and with right DaBaby's going through right now.
Yes, strike number one. Number two, why the hell is Marilyn Manson on the stage with you?
And with what he's going through also right now.
So yeah,
that was a choice, and at the same time, together.
Yeah, it was a whole situation. Like, I was wondering, I asked a simple question. What do you think they talked about before they walked out? Like, what do you think Kanye, DaBaby, and Marilyn Manson can possibly bond over?
Nothing. You saw how they were just Marilyn Manson was just sitting there bobbing his head back and forth.
I was like, is that Marilyn Manson?
Yeah. The dude eats bats, bro.
And the guy's going through a lot of legal issues right now as well. That's the part that is so perplexing. And I will say Kanye music-wise, we'll get to the music part of it.
Yeah, we'll get to that part.
It's just, it was so hard to, at that moment, you're thinking DaBaby's going through a lot with the things that he said, with homophobia, and he has really not backtracked off of that or even really made a nice apology with it. And then you have Marilyn Manson going through his sexual assault cases, plural. Yes. I did feel as if I don't believe in cancel culture all the way, but what Kanye was trying to do, he was making a statement. I just don't know what statement that was.
He was trying to cleanse them through the word of God. Because he was playing. So that's the thing. I have a theory, and I don't think he told Marilyn Manson what was going on before he walked out. Because when
you think he just showed up?
I think he showed up for the song, but after that, it was just it was like some of the
Devin,
gospel songs.
Devin, Kanye calls you and say, "I really want you to be there for me," right?
And I'll be like, "All right, I'll pull up."
But you're not thinking about why does he want me, Devin Walker? Which we ain't kick it. We don't dap each other up.
You're giving. I will say now that you say that out loud, that sounds crazy, but because Kanye is so particular and all about the artistic process, and when you're watching something like this, you feel like you almost need a spark notes next to it to tell you the underlying meaning of everything that Kanye's trying to portray in that moment. I feel like that whole thing could have a lot more undertones, but it was a choice, and it was a little distressing to see both of them up there considering. I mean, Marilyn Manson's going through abuse allegations, from sexual abuse to physical abuse. The reports of what he allegedly did to a handful of women is disgusting.
Yeah, the dude eats bats.
Yeah,
man.
there is a statement. We just don't know what it is. Yeah. We don't know what that theory. I do think Kanye doesn't do anything where it's just come join me. There's a reasoning behind it, and I think now we're all sitting here. Will we support that reasoning? It was kind of just what's happening here? And then Jay-Z, Kid Cudi. There's a lot
I got taken off the album. So there was a part, I will say, Dissect Podcast, they tweeted out they said if you're wondering why certain people are on the stage, I will bet it has something to do with the meaning behind this song. John 3:22 is cited on the screen right now, and that was while Marilyn Manson and DaBaby were on the thing. The scripture from John 22 is, "Tell me if you know someone that needs Jesus, Lord." So I'm guessing, like you said, the underlying meaning was, I guess, Kanye trying to do let me bring them into this fold because I know they need some positive energy right now. But in doing that, you also created a really weird situation where you have two of the most problematic people in the world right now.
Yeah, because you have fans who have been offended by certain statements. You have people who are saying that who have gone through certain things and saying that this person, and I'm with you. I thought it was something religious to be about forgiving people and giving them a chance and not canceling people and being the open door. I don't know but I'm not Kanye. I don't know if that was the platform to potentially do it on. I think that's the part that we're all questioning our heads, oh, okay, this is just weird and odd. I'm sure there's a lot of deep thought process into it, but I do wonder if there's going to be a trickle down effect. Kanye's already made $12 million and the album hasn't even came out yet.
Obviously this is all.
I got breaking news for y'all.
Yeah.
I got a hot take. Y'all ready for a hot take?
Oh, we're ready.
Hot take time. Hot take. You should put a flame emoji on that screen right now because we got a hot take coming. This album's never coming out.
I actually thought when we were waiting for that to start last night, I was like, this is never coming out.
This album's never coming out. I'm going to tell you why. If you remember a couple years ago, and this is just me just trying to put together Kanye's weird-ass thoughts. Remember a couple years ago, Kanye wanted to do he wanted The Life of Pablo to be a super artistic album. He wanted to like go on tour and make it a super artistic situation. It ended up being a great album. I think for this, it's going to be more of like an art experience. Because if you've seen like the set for the last 3 performances, it's been different situations. I think he's not going to ever drop the album. This is going to be like a moving museum. That makes sense. I think he's going to do a moving museum, and he's going to perform the same songs everywhere he goes, but it's going to be a moving music museum called Donda.
It's like Banksy. It's like an art installation. And I bet they're doing like a documentary with it behind the scenes.
Oh,
this album is never going to come out. I'm telling you this right now on August 27th.
It's not coming out.
It's never coming out.
Well, according to Apple Music, September 5th.
Oh, you know who else is coming out September 5th?
I thought he was September 3rd. I thought Drake was the 3rd.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of him, you know who was on the stage last night, right? One of Drake's little tings. See, Kanye, man, you gotta relax.
Allegedly, reportedly,
an alleged ting.
Yes, reportedly.
CJ, he had one of Drake's old girls up there on the stage with him.
Reportedly,
I love this. Reportedly, allegedly.
It was never. It was. They were both of them together.
But there was photos of. Oh, tomorrow.
No, she was there, but we don't know if they.
Drake.
Right, because yes, the report was that she was, she was pregnant. She came out and said, "Nah, like y'all need to stop." But we don't know if they're ever together or dating. I'm just saying that's the allegedly. She was up there. We saw her.
Well, if she did this, what does AI and Carmen have a lot in common? What do I have in common with AI, Carmen? Get it more in common, right? Like that. It feels like one of those moments. I am all the way here because we hadn't seen these types of rappers go at it in a long time. And I'm all the way here for this type of beef on this level with 2 of the premier rappers of their era going at it. And I hope somebody, I said it before, say it again, I hope somebody gets ended. Either one is fine with me. In their career, get them out of the game. Make sure done.
I was saying, you got to be very careful the way you say that.
We're talking about Kanye and Drake. It's not like we're talking about Drake. It's not like we're talking about somebody who's actually about that type of life. So from a career standpoint.
I just want you to make sure people understand all the way because people can take. We'll just take a clip off.
So that's another part. And the last part, did you see this part that he had my boy Gooba come out and perform, and everybody was so confused on the timeline because there's people that have never heard this song ever in their life. Did you hear it?
I was asleep.
I woke up. I woke up for the beginning of it because you were starting to drift to sleep, and then you would hear the crowd, and you'd be like, "Oh, it's happening."
I messaged you saying, "Here we go."
Exactly.
I gave you a heads up. Like, it's about to start.
I was there for the beginning, and then I must have woken up maybe 40 minutes into it, and I felt like I was in a fever dream, and I was like, "What is going on right now?" And then I was in and out.
So the music sounded great. Like he took off Drake, but sonically it sounded amazing. Like Fabio Foreign was a star on there. He sounded great. Who else had some nice bars? Some other people did. But
I love the song with The Weeknd.
The Weeknd always comes with Lil Baby, of course. But out of nowhere, he brings out Ruga. And he has a song called the GD Anthem.
Oh, I did see. Okay.
And he comes out, and everybody's like, why is he has a song called Who to Let These GDs in the Dough.
Okay.
For translation, Gangster Disciples are a gang.
Thank you.
And no, I'm just translating for the crowd out there.
Why did you stare at me?
I don't know anything about it, Devin.
You know what Gangster Disciples are?
Keep going.
So he has a song called Who to Let the GDs in the Dough. And the guy comes out and just performs a song. Like his song. Like not Kanye. Like he's performing his song. And I texted Sam, who used to work here. He was like, bro, why is he performing this random song right now? Like this is supposed to be about Kanye. But I think he's going to put that song on the album.
Why?
I don't know why.
Oh, the album that's never coming out.
The art. He's gonna be a part of the art project.
It'll be in the documentary.
but the big question is, how many people were watching that and said, "What does GD mean?"
I don't think any. Hopefully,
I would have thought it was
okay. Well,
like
maybe
who was doing the dissect? Who was doing the dissect? The rap genius on the internet.
See, I didn't see the performance, but when I woke up, I saw the end, and then I woke up, and then I went through my timeline to see. All I saw was GD. I was like, what? No, what's happening?
I thought it was hilarious because I guarantee you, some of his other fans were like, GD.
Other fans? What do you mean other fans, Devin?
People who just don't know.
People that don't know.
The Jessicas. Younger people too?
Yeah, the younger people that think GD means maybe like...
GD, like, you know what I'm not... Gosh darn.
Gosh darn. Yeah.
Gosh darn.
Or God's disciples or something. But no,
almost.
Don't let those GDs in.
Very close. So close. Well,
we haven't even talked about the
Let's get
end.
to the end where we all want to talk about whether it is all about, at the end of the whole entire listening party, Kim Kardashian comes out and what appears to look like it's a wedding gown, a wedding dress. She has a veil on. She could not see. I was praying to the Lord that she was not going to fall. Khloe Kardashian posted a snapshot of it. Kylie Jenner posted a snapshot of it. And at the end, it seemed as if were they renewing a vow? Was there a vows to be? Was this a remarriage, whole entire, like, we're back together again? I showed this old picture of Kim and their wedding. This is from their wedding, their actual real wedding. Because when I first saw it, she was coming out, I'm like, does she have her real wedding dress on? Because I remember the first time I thought she had that long veil on for their real wedding. So it did look as if that they were potentially maybe redoing their vows.
I thought surely it wasn't her. That was my first
It looked
reaction.
like that
was like,
ponytail?
yeah, but I was like, they got a great body double. I was like, no
No.
way. This is
It's
part of the
Kanye.
art installation. But I don't know if we can see
Yeah, I
it
thought
in
she was
this
gonna
particular
fall.
clip. I thought she was going to fall. The smile on Kanye's face, and I know he can act and it's art and whatever, but like the smile felt legit.
Look at
and I
them.
might be reading too much into it.
They
but
look. TMZ did come out with a report this morning saying that
handhold?
sources are saying, and they said that sources very close to the party because she had a Balenciaga dress on. The person who did it, Balenciaga, the dress that she did wear was the last dress in July for their haute couture line. That's what she wanted to wear. It's whole part of the art. But it's supposed to be, they did not redo their vows. It was supposed to show that they are a forever family. And that they are just saying, like, Kanye wanted to show that they'll always be together and be a part of that. And that was just supposed to solidify the ending of it all. Now, that's what TMZ just said.
The
I don't know.
the song in the background matched.
It does.
The song, if you
He
heard
worked
the
miracles.
song, if
Yeah.
you heard the song and like as that played out, it kind of matched what was going on. So I think that's kind of like a culmination of
He
everything.
works miracles on me.
He works miracles on me, and he also sets me
Wild.
on fire.
the fire was a lot.
I was very confused.
The
about that.
smoke the house the whole time.
Yeah, he's on his
was
Kane-ish. You know, remember Kane?
Yeah.
CJ?
Yeah.
That's the second wrestling reference for the show, by the way.
Bet you can't drop two more.
I will try. Don't you worry. Hey, let's go.
Y'all ain't got me on that
Kanye
corner.
was on his Kane-ish last night, bringing the fire.
Overall, though, it was a lot. I'm happy that more people got to see it, and I think the next steps people are wondering is what's going to be next for Kanye. Does this listening party go back on the road? What other place will he do it in? We've seen Atlanta, we've seen Chicago. Will there be more in Atlanta? I mean, Chicago, you had that one opportunity. Where else? LA is another city that's close to his heart. New York is close to his heart. Paris is close to his heart.
You know where he needs to go, though, right? You know he really needs to
Where?
go, right? The 6. Pull up to Toronto. That's the only way we can do this. Pull up to Toronto.
I don't think so.
I think
Pull
he
up
should go to
Toronto.
like Jackson Hole and do like something at a ranch. That'd be
He'll probably do something in Wyoming at his own.
at
Do
his
it
ranch.
property.
in Toronto.
I'm over
Let's get it going.
I'm over the
Thank you-
Drake beef.
Thank you, CJ.
No,
You about the smoke. They're not about this smoke.
I'm not about the smoke. I'm
Do
over
to
it.
Toronto.
Here's why I'm over
Or
it
bring it
because
to Memphis. You know Drake has his dad's from here.
Bring it here. Bring it here.
We gotta build it.
And Kanye's real subtle with it, right? Like it's a, like you guys have been talking. There's a lot of underlying messages.
He threw a shot at him last night.
Yeah,
he did. That
underlying.
was definitely
Bring-
that was a shot last night. The only thing is I'm uncomfortable with it. But, I mean, she's got an album coming. She's got an album coming out for her, so she's like, yo, this is something great for me to also be at. And they're also connected because Hot 90. She posted Hot 97, put them together. She was really excited about it. But I hope she knows
Megan,
the
I have-
biggest reason
Megan, I
why
have
she was
big
there.
news for you.
What?
This is not your beef.
This is not my beef. But here's the thing. So because of the
beef is part of the
because
art.
of the
Exactly.
because of the gossip of she was pregnant with Drake. That's the only part with me. It's like I'm just like, yo, this whole
No, we're talking
kid
about the bar,
thing,
not the girl. I'm talking about the
but
bars.
I'm talking about the girl. Don't bring up any more pregnant kids. Let's go away from that.
story of Adidon.
Let's go away from that. Please, just please.
I
It
know.
was uncomfortable the first
can't
time.
ask
The story of
him to do
Adidon.
that.
You can never wipe away the story of Adidon. But no, let's bring it back.
Again, underlying, Kanye seems to be thinking while we're playing checkers, he's playing chess. Bring it to Memphis. Like, why is Kanye in Memphis? Why would he even be here? Why? I don't know.
But him and his dad are in a good
Why?
relationship.
It doesn't matter.
But doesn't do it.
Bring it to Memphis.
Bring it to
Hold
Memphis.
on.
Bring it to his daddy's door and let him know.
No.
You don't go to his house. You don't have to do that.
Toronto
you bring it to
does
his
that.
family.
Bring it to his daddy's door.
Bring it to
Okay,
his
if I
daddy's
was
door.
if I was to step over on y'all's side just for a second,
Come on, step
if
over.
there,
Come
nope,
on, come on,
only
come
for
on.
a second.
Come on.
If you gonna
Let's go,
do,
Megan.
if you gonna do beef,
Let's go.
Memphis wouldn't do that. That's his dad. Him and his dad have a good relationship. I've been like, okay, and just like last night, okay, she was pregnant. Allegedly she was pregnant. And we haven't seen no kid. She said she wasn't. So, and if you're going to do the beef, you're gonna have to like do a little bit more than that. That's the part. It's like that's why I don't like people. I either don't like it, or you gotta go all the way. The middle beat part, like if you're just like staying in the middle, kind of like
that's not how you do it though.
Yeah, you gotta go.
You don't necessarily. You obviously hadn't watched enough mafia movies. They don't go to the mob boss's spot. They go to a mob boss's family spot.
Think about the categories that he's done so far. The categories he's done so far. Y'all aren't going in chronological order. You've gone from the Adonis part. He was part of that a little bit. Then you go from this reigniting it all. You went from dropping the Drake was on the verse saying like he ain't waiting on me, blah blah blah. You're washed up, whatever. He goes, I'm gonna drop the address. I'm gonna have a girl on stage that said that everyone thought that
Mm-hmm.
she was pregnant by you, blah blah blah. I'm gonna go to Memphis because your dad lives there. To me, it's not chronological.
It's a reach.
Right.
It's a reach.
It's not reaching. You're backtracking.
Look,
that should have been the first part. To me, it's like you got to keep. If you're gonna keep progressing, it's not a progression.
Beef doesn't have no damn chronological
yes,
order.
It is.
If you want beef, you want beef.
Yes, it does.
If you want beef, I want the freaking sandwich. Turn up.
Mafia movies, you go in chronological order because the last big part you're building up for
it's all
something.
building to
right.
the-
You're
yeah.
going backwards.
We're just trying to get Kanye here to do his
I was
weird
gonna
thing,
say,
Megan.
just
Stop,
say that.
Yo, Kanye
Stopping
ain't been
us,
here
man.
since 2001.
Then just say that.
Kanye was
Because
here in 2001.
You didn't make sense the first time.
For
Just
the
say
Usher
that.
tour, and he ain't been back since.
Just say that.
He was here for the Usher tour, like 2001, and he ain't been back since. He was like an opener for Usher, and like nobody was here.
That was
he
a confessions tour.
He was
Amazing.
mad as hell
That
because
would
nobody
be a
was like
confessions
here
tour.
for it. He was so mad because like nobody knew who he was, so nobody showed up for him. He was mad, and he ain't been back since. So that's the way to bring him back. Hey, Kanye, look, it's okay. We apologize for not showing up for you. Now you're one of the greatest artists of all time. Just
If
we're
you're
sorry.
Drake, are you even mad? Were you even like rattled by it?
No.
I wouldn't be.
He's light skinned.
Not one bit.
That has nothing to do with anything.
He's also
I just
Drake. He
don't
seems
think
the type to
it-
have
You
rabbit
You can
ears.
say he's Drake. You can say he's Drake.
Megan,
He's Drake.
he
He
has
has rabbit ears about this type
emotional. You
stuff.
can say
He
he's
has
emotional.
Has a heart cut in his head. His
He's
album
emotional.
is called Certified Lover
Lover
Boy.
Boy.
He made Marvin's Room. You think he's mad about that?
I don't see. I'm an emotional person. That wouldn't make me upset. Okay,
Cuffs and a
if
rose.
allegedly they're together. I'm not putting that on this young lady. Okay, you pulled up one of my exes.
I'ma call one and
And?
go home.
Go
I've been in this
ahead.
club
We
for
ain't
too
together for a
long.
reason.
The woman that I would try is happy with a good guy.
It'd be different if it was
I've been
Adonis'
drinking
mother.
so much.
But like, it's like okay,
I'm gonna call her anyway and say,
all right.
Well, Meghan, as
Man.
predicted, this went to 9:31.
I'm telling you,
"Yo, he made
we're
Marvin's
gonna
Room.
go
Bro.
over.
Anything, nothing's past him. He made Marvin's Room.
Overall, do we all love it?
Yeah, it was amazing. The music sounded
Yes.
phenomenal. Like from first performance to this one, I think it's mashed a little bit more. It sounds so much better. If he drops it, it's gonna sound great. But the question is,
I thought the performance value of it was
Yes.
really enjoyable. Like,
shout out to the
if
extras.
it keeps building, now I want him to do another one. You know, like now I'm curious. I'm like, okay, where's the next one going to drop? What's the set going to be? What are we going to bring into it? Who's going to show up? Now it's interesting.
Yeah, shout out to the
Yeah.
extras that were dancing around on the ground the whole night.
Yeah.
How many times do you think they walked around that house?
If they had they filled all their Apple Watch rings. They were all.
I was literally thinking,
2
like,
hours.
I didn't get my walk in yesterday, but I was like, you know what? This would have been a good job. I should have signed up to be an extra. I would have gotten a good workout in
We
every
got a
time.
great workout. The question is, how do you become an extra for one of Kanye's shows?
And you have to sign. I wondered if you had to sign,
yes.
like an NDA.
It's Kanye.
Yeah.
You gotta sign
You gotta
everything.
sign everything.
This isn't a Super Bowl performer extra. This is Kanye West.
Kanye and the Kardashians are involved
Yeah.
too. You are signing every little thing.
Yeah.
You're
It was
keeping
fun,
that
though.
type secret. Yeah,
Like,
it was.
Kanye's a performer, man. He puts on a show. Like he's always been the artistic guy. Like it's always the details. So it was fun.
I think he's a brilliant. He is so smart. I just hope he's in a great space mentally, emotionally, because we do know when you create art, it brings a lot too. It's a lot of pressure. All artists have talked about it. When you're doing an album, creating art, you go through a lot emotionally, and he is going through a lot emotionally because the album is called Donda, his mother, and you had the house. So I hope he's just great. And as we move forward to figure out what it is, I think the music is amazing. I love the combination of like rap, Christian, God. You guys know that. I love all of that, the deeper meaning of a lot of his songs. So
Where's Lecrae at? When the last time we heard from Lecrae?
Lecrae,
Remember Lecrae?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out Lecrae.
Lecrae did drop something not like a couple weeks ago. He did. He's on someone's song.
Look at you, Megan. Shout you out Lecrae, our Lecrae reporter over here. Appreciate you.
Anyway, there's only so many gospel rappers that you can like follow too.
Big Crit.
All right. Do we even want to do?
I was just looking at the rundown. I don't know what we want to do.
Kim K is not changing her last name. We did learn that connecting to Kanye. We did
Wants
learn
to keep the kids
keep
and her
the
under the
West.
same last name.
That's cute.
So that coming out before I think that's what probably people are like, oh, did they really do their vows? Because she did say that she wanted to keep the last name West. But we'll see what happens with them.
What about Kanye wanting to change his name to Ye?
We talked about that.
That's
It's no surprise.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Never mind.
You don't think so?
Hey, it's gonna
What would you change your name to if you had to change
I'm
your
not
name?
even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go meta world peace on y'all. I watched that documentary and I was like, bro, Ron Artest is a crazy person.
It was an amazing
Wasn't that a
doc.
great documentary
It's a
though?
fantastic documentary.
Yeah.
Ron Artest is a legit